Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome to the last Monday of the month of June. Welcome to Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. My name is Monet S. Horton, and I am the visionary and host. I'm super excited to be here tonight. And y'all, listen, you are absolutely positively in for a treat tonight. Listen, I don't even know what I done got myself into with all of these brothers on here tonight, bringing the power, bringing the heat already. Uh, before we came on, they were already powered up, and so I'm excited to be here with you all tonight and have them join in on this special uh male's perspective. From a male's perspective, every once in a while we have to come on and bring the men here on Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves, and tonight we are full and power packed with them tonight. We're doing something intentional as we're closing out this men's mental health month. It's been Father's Day. We always talk about celebrating the men, and we want to celebrate them not just on one day or in one month, but we want to make it where we're celebrating them on purpose every day, because we're definitely grateful for their place in our lives. And so, ladies, come on in. Brothers, come on in tonight. Again, we are in for a treat. We're choosing to listen, we're choosing to lean in. We want to understand the hearts, the minds, and the perspective of men. And we want to again thank you all. Thank you, men, for joining us. So come on off of mute tonight. Tonight we are joined with um the Power 4.4's radio, a man's perspective radio show. All of the members, the host of the show, the co-host tonight. And I want to say, gentlemen, thank you and welcome to officially to Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. How are you all tonight? I'm gonna ask, I think Jay is controlling it here. There we go. I'm going to, there we go. There we go. How are you all doing tonight? Again, let me just preface this before y'all come on. Here at Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves, we like to talk about the story behind the story behind the glory, and what people see today in your life. They might see you out, they see you in another light from when you were in your earlier years. You are on platforms speaking and on the radio sharing and being transparent, and all of these hats and titles they see us with. But tonight we want to definitely lean into and hear the voices and elevate the voices of the men. So again, gentlemen, from a man's perspective, how are y'all doing tonight? Anybody jump on in? I think you had just come off of mute.
Can you hear us now?
There we go.
It's an echo
I
real
think
bad.
one person. There we go.
All right. Yeah, cool.
Turn that down. This speaker terrible. You real quick.
Or if we, there we go. I think Jay, if you come off, and then I think we could hear everybody that way. Um, that works. Everybody, come on in. We see you out there and tune in. Remember that click and share.
I was muted. My bad.
There you go.
Still echoing.
If we go to
Yeah.
different parts,
It may be different.
we could come off mute and do it. Like we would have to
But
split
somebody's
up.
phone is on.
It ain't mine.
That's you, Jay. Okay.
Yeah, my phone is on me.
That's you, Jay.
That ain't mine. Mine is through the speaker.
Is it your phone?
I'm muted.
Well, it's just the speaker, period. Can you still hear us, Mo?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
Okay,
But it
good.
sounds a little better. You might have to turn the speaker down a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
feedback on
But we are doing excellent today. I mean, it's Monday. another Manic Monday. But if you don't mind me hijacking the beginning of your show real quick, so we can start our show how we normally do, but we definitely want to include you as well since we are on Sister to Sister. We want to make sure that everybody is feeling included and not excluded.
That's right.
If that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
All right, so how we normally start our shows off is we ask this one question, and that's how was everybody's weekend? You know, how was everybody? How did you spend your weekend? What did you do? What did you get into?
So introduce us first.
I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna definitely do that. I just wanted to make sure it was cool with Mo first. So me, I'm gonna say the main co-host, but I open up the show from a man's perspective. And my name is Dante Taz Spitter Williams. And I'm here with my three fellows, my brothers, and they are my fellow co-hosts. You guys want to introduce yourselves as well?
What's up, family? I'm Yidimi Yahoo, Ben Yehuda Ben Yisrael, aka better known as Yadamin Yadamin. My role is comic relief, and I kind of introduce our topics at the beginning of the show with a lot of color.
Absolutely, absolutely. My name is Rodney C. Burris. Me and Ms. Mo, everybody, we go way back. I'm in the house with my brothers, looking forward to a great show, being on Sister to Sister. Big J, what's going on, homie?
What's good? It's your man, Jay McGraw, the mogul. Y'all know who I am.
So like I said in the beginning, the question that I wanted to make sure we get across is how was everybody's weekend?
Absolutely, absolutely. Who jumping in first?
You want to go first, Yadameen?
Welcome back, brother.
Hello, fam. I miss y'all. My weekend was fine, man.
Yeah.
Nothing too eventful, just working, man. Still construction at the house, and I can't wait to get done so we can come down and do a show there. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna keep mine quick and to the point too. I found myself in 3 cities this weekend.
Sheesh.
3.
Brooklyn, New Haven, Connecticut.
Did you see Jay-Z?
I didn't get to see Jay this time. I didn't get to run into Jay this time. And then what other part? Oh, Hartford. Hartford has one of the largest West Indian Caribbean populations in America, and I didn't even know it.
Wow.
So we went up there. They had an event called Growth Con. I had the mic a little bit up there, but you know, ain't that like being back in Beaumont. So it was good.
How about you, Jay?
Man, me, I took a drive, fellas.
Oh, where you go, man?
I was just cruising, bro. I needed to clear my head.
Oh, you was just out here.
So I was just cruising, man. I was listening to music, cruising, brother.
Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, that's helpful.
I was listening to some R&B, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like some good old R&B, bro.
Carl Thomas. I wish I never met.
Nah. Actually, I was listening to Cisco.
Okay. Shout out to
you trying to unleash the dragon, bro?
Yeah.
The song was called Different.
Okay.
I know about it. Yeah.
You know about Incomplete?
Yeah. Nobody complete.
Yeah.
Definitely nobody.
Yo, you was going through it.
I listened to Jaheim, Diamond in the Rough.
Yeah.
That's my joint.
He coming back too. He got a new project coming out.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. It was short. You know, I didn't really do too much.
That's what's up. Me, I worked.
Yeah.
This weekend. Saturday, did my 3 to 11. So I'm doing security now, which I hate that schedule.
Why do you hate it?
Because it's 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And it takes away people's access to me as far as what they need me to do. Fair. And when I get my son, it's going to take time away from him. And that is my main issue of working at 3 to 11. Which will be changing in 2 weeks because I definitely had to go plead my case and do what I had to do to get that schedule changed. And on top of that, I will be able to be here with you guys.
Yes, sir.
And then I did hit the gun range this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I had to let go of some aggression and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it was cool. Laid back. Hey, boys.
I'm just waiting to see him go viral down Beltane somewhere, knocking
I'm laid back. I'm chilled. I'm laid back. But that was my weekend. I went to the gun range and chilled out. Actually hit the little carnival in my house.
Yeah,
that's around the corner from my crib.
Okay.
And just relax for the rest of the weekend.
That's really good.
That's what that was.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And that same question is straight back to you, Mone't. How was your weekend? What did you do?
That's right.
So y'all bringing it back to me. Well, thank you for including me. Thank you for bringing it back to me. I love it. You all are doing what you do. And so for me this weekend, because I've been rocking and rolling as well.
Yeah.
I really took time to rest, and that felt really, really good. And even when I wanted to get, actually, I went to a retirement celebration, so that was great, and a wedding reception as well. And
Oh,
so, but I got some rest, and so that was good. So,
ain't
it,
nothing like rest.
eventful
Yeah, ain't
weekend,
nothing
but
like rest.
also restful.
That's
We
good.
got to
I
get the
think
rest, y'all.
everybody. I
Gotta get
think
the rest.
everybody missed that one last part you said. Rest.
Rest.
Nobody want to
Yeah.
rest. That's
I
why
didn't-
most people say it's not enough time in the day.
I didn't rest.
So yeah, you got to get some
Yeah,
rest, bro.
I definitely didn't rest. I ended up getting back to Baltimore like three in the morning.
Sheesh.
We did all of that was in a yeah. I went from like 6 to like 3 the next day.
You no sleep?
No sleep, bro.
Gosh.
we got
Wow.
up. I got to rest. Miss Mo, before we jump
So,
in, I just want to let you know.
mhm.
17 years ago, my daughter decided to make me be her dad, and she never apologized or nothing. And so she gets off of work at about 8 o'clock or so. So I'm gonna let her sit tight because I can't be there at 8 o'clock because I'm still gonna be with us. But I'm just letting you know that I gotta get ready to go. She wants to have a part-time job and get off. And so I gotta go.
Man, you
Right
got
about
short
that
first.
Yeah,
time. It's
yeah. She don't got
look,
no
not
kind of,
to I appreciate that. Not to worry because we good. We're gonna keep it, we're gonna
Okay.
keep it rocking and rolling. So guys, look,
Yes.
from a man's perspective, you all jumped in, shared what your how your days, how your weekend pretty much have gone and went. And I'm sure, as you already just kind of share, that you're always on that go. Can you share with me what really inspired from a man's perspective? What was the inspiration
You
behind?
want me to answer that, Jay, or you got it?
I mean, you guys,
All right. Me and Jay started this show originally.
Yeah.
And we started it because we felt like we needed to create a safe space for men to be vulnerable and to be able to
Mm,
bridge the gap in communication
Mm-hmm.
between men and women, whether that be in marriage, relationship, business partnerships, and just friendships,
Yeah.
period, across the board, and be able to come to a level ground with each other where the men can be heard and the women can be heard as well. So when we say from a man's perspective, it's not excluding the women because we definitely want to make sure women are heard as well. But we also want to focus on men not being heard because there's a lot of men out here that have no voice or feel like they don't have no voice or
Right.
feel like if they do use their voice, they're going to be shunned for it. They're going to be cut down for it. So that's what made us start from a man's perspective. And then we got blessed with two other brothers, which is Yadameen and Rodney.
That's right. That's right.
And
Rodney
they
was
just jumped in.
Rodney was actually originally AKA Black Tony.
He definitely was.
Right. Okay. So listen. Ricky Smiley Morning Show, right? So
I
Black
love it.
Tony never was. He's supposed to be in studio every morning with the crew. Ricky Smiley, right? He never was. He
Right.
always had a crazy reason for why he was coming up. I didn't know. You feel
You
me?
didn't know?
I didn't know that I was actually supposed to be reporting for duty. I thought it was. You know how people have options in this world.
I'm done.
I figured that
thought
mine
he
was
was just gonna
options.
be
I didn't know,
a
but
guest
now I
host
know.
occasionally.
Yeah.
But now I'm in the
You
building.
didn't know
I'm in
you
the
had to
house.
show up every time for the.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that every Monday. But yeah, I'm loving. I'm loving being a part of it. And then
Man, he bought somebody.
my twin brother, yada been Rizhel,
No,
yada
he's killing it.
AKA yada. Say the I go.
Yirmiyahu ben Yehuda ben Yisrael. It translates to Jeremiah, son of Judah, son of Israel.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the reason we started from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
That's so good because, like you said, I think that it's important that we're able to hear fully the man's perspective as well as the women's perspective, but not isolate them. How do we coexist? How do we
Bring it
bridge that
together. Yeah.
gap? Because we
Yeah.
all need to be heard.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, um why do you think that this particular platform and outlet is so important
Yeah.
to
Can I
have
answer?
Sure,
this?
by all
Jump in
means,
there,
Jay, go ahead.
So
Yeah,
I
jump
think it's
in.
important
Let's
because
go.
you get to see from both perspectives, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times we have women guests, like we had April from
Mhm.
Grown Woman Talk
Mhm.
on here, and she thought we was going to
Yeah,
jump on
okay.
her, but it actually
We was with her. Yep.
she actually ended up having allies within us,
Yeah.
because like we got 4 different perspectives. Not all the
Right.
time am I going to be right. Not all the time Taz is going to be right. Not all
Right.
the time Yada Man is going to be right. And all the time Rodney's going to be right.
Right.
But Rodney is the pause guy. He's going to say something. Everybody's going to say pause.
Oh, listen, when Taz was saying it's a safe space where men get to be vulnerable, here we go. But you want to know something too, Mone't. Perspectives are invaluable, right? And so the wonderful thing about it is my perspective my opinion ain't wrong, right? It's how I view the world, it's how I think. Now, it doesn't make it fact.
Right.
Right?
Right.
What I think, in my opinion, don't have to be the same thing as what the facts are, but how I feel about it based on what I went through, based on what happened when I was a kid, based on who broke up with me, who I done, all that.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Mo, like you have blocked me several times on several different platforms. For example, right now, I'm not trying to air out your or my business. No, I'm joking, Mo. Okay, y'all should see her face. She looks.
You know what?
Like, for example, but yeah, perspectives are that's what makes the world go round. And I think that one of the reasons why I wanted to be a part of this movement and this opportunity to sit here with these guys and even enjoying with you, I've had the opportunity to have several conversations with you over the years, is being able to learn about my own self by listening, right? Like being humble enough to be like, oh, I got that. And these guys, they do it really well. So we listen to each other. We're gonna joke all the time because like we want to have a good time while we have these conversations, because sometimes they get heavy. But at the same time, being able to like really, really grow is what it's all about. That's why, I love this platform.
A lot of this stuff people don't even hear because it gets deep and personal sometimes when that camera go off
Right.
and these mics off and we kind of really get personal and we really do help each other. We really do uplift each other, and give different perspectives. Not just a man's perspective, but Taz's perspective,
right?
Rodney's perspective, Jay's perspective, and it's going to be a little different. That way we could see things sometimes we hear things different when it's coming from us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because we're not being defensive and things like that, and a lot of the stuff we could take home and put it into practice.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes a difference. And not just that, it's like, you come here, you talk with the brothers, is love. And like you might need that hug, that handshake as you walk in the door. You know what I mean? Because everybody going through different things. Some days it's a good day, some days bad day. So it's like it's more than just conversation. It's a brotherhood. I love these guys.
That's right. It's a lot of healing that happens.
Yeah.
You get to take part in a little bit of healing, Mone't, being with us on this fine evening.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I love it because like you said, it doesn't make what we're sharing, your perspectives are not, it's not fact, right? But we all have different experiences. We've all had different traumas, different places that we need to heal from. And it's never ending, it's steadily evolving. And so it's important for us to create these spaces. And it's not easy to create these spaces. I want to ask you all, what is the biggest misconception that you think in creating this space, but also trying to carve out this space for men, the biggest misconception about how we perceive, men, or your point of view, or however you want to kind of take that question. But
let me answer that.
Jump in there.
I think the biggest misconception about our show is when we basically talk about specific topics that may trigger some things in women.
Yeah.
I know we lean on a lot of men are controlling and things of that nature, not understanding that most of the times we're trying to protect.
Yeah.
It's not about being controlling. It's about us being able to protect you. So if we say, hey, babe, don't go this place, or don't wear that, or let me know when you're here, let me know when you're there.
Yeah.
It's not about control.
Yeah.
it's about protection. And it's crazy because I just had this conversation earlier today with someone.
Oh, wow.
And it was a clip that I seen on Facebook. And the guy was like, you know, if a woman, why do women feel like you asking them where they're going to be is about control? And someone was like, well, that is kind of controlling. I said, it's not really. I said, because when a man says, let me know where you're going to be, he has to make sure he knows the area. If you get into something, he got to know the area. He got to know the layout of the place that you at. So if he do have to come in there and storm the place and do all the extras, he needs to know how he can maneuver and move around in that building. If he is not familiar with where he is, where you are, and where he got to show up to, how is he supposed to effectively protect you?
That's really good. You know,
wow, that's real good.
My mom, who watches our show religiously, shout out to Mom Dukes.
Shout out, Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
She told me something. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna flip this
go ahead.
On the other side of it. She told me, Jay, that my dad told her, rest his soul, don't ask me where I'm going because my mama did. So my grandma didn't question my dad growing up on where he's going and how he need to move and all that kind of stuff. And it made her questions to him of just trying to know his schedule and all that kind of stuff. Like, he don't want it. Here's a crazy thing about cycles and repeating. I made sure that I was very different than my dad in how I approach relationships and all that kind of stuff. Some way, somehow, I am the same way about being asked where I'm going. I don't want you asking. I don't want you up in it.
I'm gonna answer that too, because I was the same person.
Okay.
Right? Preferably when I wasn't doing right, but
got you.
I mean,
but for the most part now, I understand why people ask that, right? Because if I don't know your last whereabouts, where could I start to look for you at?
Ooh,
if something happens.
That was your point that you
No, it wasn't the point. It wasn't the point that I was making, but that was the point the person made to me. But it's the same way with women. If you go out,
because my mother used to ask me,
say something happened to you.
Yeah.
Can I say you was with? Where can I say you
last time?
My mother said one day I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna find you in one of these. They're gonna find you in one of these alleys, and I ain't gonna know because you don't tell me where you going.
I mean, but Suge, now you have to remember how you was living, brother. You got to remember also, Mogul Suge over here.
How do y'all feel about like just like
what locations?
Yeah, locations.
Sharing locations.
Oh, sharing locations. Yes,
I feel invaded, Mo.
I feel like sharing locations is good and is bad, right?
Okay.
Because it could be good that the person know where you're at. Just know that you safe. Know, okay, his phone was lastly seen here, so I gotta go to this location. But like when it gets too controlling, like, well, why was you on Biddle Street?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to. Yeah, you know how to monitor that. You should.
The downside.
Yeah, I just think that then becomes like, okay, you don't trust me, and now you're interrogating me.
Yeah.
For something that I know I'm not doing.
So this is how I feel, right? Now I love my wife. She has my location. I have hers, right? I'll check if I'm in the house trying to watch Dawn or something. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see how she still has. But look. But the real me outside of that, because I don't step outside of my situation, right? But I don't feel like my privacy needs to be
on display all the time.
It's been times where I was going to go buy my wife something, and she called me because she looked. You at such and such store. I told you I didn't want nothing. I'm like,
okay. Why you out?
Like, oh yeah, no, I don't mind it because I don't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to hide, and I'm used to it. But at first, I was like, it just felt like I
invaded privacy.
Yes, it did.
Been invaded.
You want to know the flip side? The flip for me. So I spent a lot of time with people. And I'm being very selective. I'm trying my best to use people not caring where I was at. Like not asking.
You wanted them to not care.
No, I at first I wanted folks to care.
And now you don't want
and they didn't ask. They didn't check in. And so it got to a point where it was like
when they started asking,
it felt like an invasion of privacy. Like, like what you doing here?
Right.
Because it's like for years, y'all know I live on the road, right? Y'all know I be gone. So years and years of traveling in and out city to state, and you don't even ask like nothing. So by the time every now and then it's like, well, where? It's like you forfeited that.
I'm gonna answer that as well.
Go ahead, jump on that.
I am the same. It depends on the situation. If I'm busy and I'm running around, I don't have time for you to be giving me a million questions on where you at, where you going to do it. I got stuff to do. Let me handle what I gotta handle. But I'm gonna be good. I'm always gonna make it home. That's one thing for sure.
Got it.
But if I'm just going out, like I'll say where I'm going as I'm walking out the door, before I walk out the door.
Okay.
But from me saying where I'm going and all the in-betweens, I don't feel like I really need to
have a whole
lot. But I don't see a major issue with sharing locations or telling where you at. It's just for me, if I'm in the middle of ripping and running and doing what I gotta do, I let me do what I gotta do. And I'll give you the story when I get home.
I feel like the safety argument kind of falls flat because none of us, nobody's in danger. How many times you been in danger and your location was a factor and you getting out of the danger as an adult?
But it may just be that time.
But true. But look, yesterday, right? Mo, listen to this, right? Yesterday, I'm on my way to the gym.
You say anything can happen at any time.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
I'm on my way to the gym yesterday. I get a call from my brother. He's sending me pictures of some plumbing problem he got. So I'm driving, and I pull over at the motel.
Oh my God!
My phone. I said, "Yo, you gonna have to wait a little bit because I know that'll be the time."
Did she check the location? This man in the middle of the day in a motel.
Yeah, like you said, you was going to the gym.
Nah, I had to work out.
I am mindful of. I'm not doing anything, but like you still got to be mindful because I don't want to have to answer unnecessary questions.
I think that's the thing though. A lot of times when you're doing things, a lot of times you're not thinking what the other person is thinking.
Yeah.
Or their perception could be, right?
Yeah.
So you so happen to be a little bit ahead of schedule by looking over to your right and realizing what's going on. But for me, I'd have pulled over and was like,
in his phone,
regular conversation, like what you say?
90 minutes in Motel 6 parking lot.
See me get in trouble with
Yeah. I ain't trying to get no beef.
I got to send other people my location.
Right. Because of her.
But I get what Mo's saying, like you never know. But like I just don't think that we can like cloak our insecurities behind safety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you want to know what somebody, because granted we are held accountable by the person we with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's not a problem to answer a question where you going and you know back in the day, I'm going X, Y, Z, A, B, C. So if something happened, you can say, hey, he said he went here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus somebody can look at your real time. And think about like if you say you're going somewhere and you're coming back, you might go around, you might drive through the block, yo, what's up, Jordy? I don't know what it is, stupid, and make another stop, get a candy bar, and all those stops in between. But your main destination is what it is. So now it's like, oh, you went here, you went there. What about this? This, that, and the third.
I like that you said insecurities, right? Because a lot of times
I was about to touch on that.
You about to jump on that?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, go ahead. So I think that we hide jealousy and control and all this kind of stuff, insecurities under this guise of I just love you so much. You my person. We in a relationship. Where for real, I'm terrified, I'm hurt. I never really started my own healing process. And it's your fault. Danity Kane had a hit record 10, 15 years ago.
Damaged.
My heart is damaged. So damaged. I thought that I should let you know. My heart is damaged. So damaged. And you could blame the one before. So how you gonna fix it? Why do I gotta fix?
Why do you have
somebody else?
Right. It's not.
I'm not needed. I ain't dying for nobody's sake.
What'd you say, Mo?
No, I said that it's not that person's responsibility to fix that, right? We have to be the first partaker in our own healing process and not be in denial. This is my perspective on those things that still show up in our lives. No matter what it was, from a parental relationship, an intimate relationship, anything. So I think that now that person who's coming into your life can join and partner with you in helping you along that way. but I don't think the onus should be placed, on them. Right. And I feel like, to your point, because I wanted to touch on that too.
Yeah.
For me, when I'm listening to you all, it really boils down to your trust of that person. Trust your intention, the intention behind your words, like, are you intending to be controlling when you ask me that?
Oh,
Or
that's
are
very
you
important. Right.
Oh yeah, that's
are
right.
you
That's
genuinely
important.
are you genuinely
Here,
concerned
Right.
about my well-being?
Right.
And y'all helped me out in the beginning, this question, how we got here, because you were saying, when your mate asks, so when my man, when he asks me, babe, go, come here, walk on this side. For example, we were in the garage, real time, in the garage, and it was late. Took off my shoes, was walking in the garage. I'm just we looking for the car. We hit it to the car. And so he's like, babe, I need you to come over on this side.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about in the garage late at night, crazy people coming over. So like,
wasn't even on your mind.
So it wasn't even on my mind, y'all. So, I was, I wasn't giving too much, but I was like, babe, come on, really? I can't
right.
with that. But now in retrospect, when we really talk about it, he's like, babe,
got abducted.
This is why. You know what I'm saying?
What happens? They snatched it. Now look, now you gone.
Right. So now, if something happens, then I gotta come all the way over there and get you, and then it puts me in a place where it's bringing us in front of the danger.
Yeah.
And so as women, we don't think that thing always through all the time. And so it's important for me to know, yes, your independence and all of that, but you also want to honor your man in that, and having that perspective, because that's a part of who he is and protecting you. And so that's something that I have to,
a lot of it is Taz said this to me a lot, right? And he says it on his show. A lot of times women don't understand that God provides men with the provision to lead.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to control you. We're just trying to follow our order of what we're given.
Yeah.
It's not to control any situation about you. The only thing we're trying to do is make sure you're safe. One, because we're a protector, and two, that you're okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
And a lot of times women take it a little different way. Like they'll say, he's too controlling. No, I'm not trying to be controlling. I'm just doing what I'm told to do.
Yeah. What I'm geared to do. I think
what I'm here to do.
Yeah. I think in these situations like that, women fail to understand that men are to lead, not just in the home, but while you outside, while you coming up with different ideas and things like that. You
Chad trying to start a fight.
I'm not trying to start a fight. Most of my experiences have been that. I'll say that. And they always look at it like, oh, you're not a good leader. And it's not that I'm not a good leader, you're just not following my leadership. God has given me the provision. With provision, I think a lot of people link it to money. Yeah. And it's not necessarily a monetary thing. It can be about guidance, what direction you should be going into, what should you be doing, what you should not be doing, things that we should be fixing about each other and pointing those things out. When it comes to provision, I don't think a lot of people understand that part of provision. They just think about they want to do how they want to do, and that's what it is. And most of the time, when a man is stepping in, it's like, babe, don't do this, don't do that. We need to watch how we do this, how we do that. They look at it as a control tactic when really it's not a control tactic. It's about our leadership.
Can I say something on leadership? A lot of times, depending on when you meet a woman, right, and what she done been through, her life experiences with different leadership, to say.
True.
So a lot of times you battling until like something happened, you earned the trust or whatever, or is this a shared leadership? And that could be a problem when it comes to making certain decisions. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of times it's a battle. I've been in situations where it was a battle.
I have.
And it's like, I don't want to fight you, and I'm not trying to, because me, like the way I feel personally.
Should it be provision on protection?
They go hand in hand, bro.
Because like a lot of times, a woman be like, the control factor.
Yeah.
So it's like
you want to lead.
So it's like they want to pick and choose what they want protection on, and it's like, what do you want protection on if I can't do the whole job? I don't want to do it at all. That's just me.
I don't want to do a part time.
Right.
I'm gonna show up for this, that's part of my job right there.
So let me say this though. Well, just like anything, right? Because everybody's different.
Yeah.
Every situation could be custom made.
Yeah.
Because like, all right, you can meet somebody and she might have a strong personality. That's just who she is. Yeah. She ain't ready to set everything to the side. And that's not necessarily a problem, but like, hey, look, at the end of the day, I'm the man. Like, you walk on the side, I'm the protector. I'm gonna jump in front of the bullet, bump in the night, I'm getting up.
I'm gonna open
right.
We could both cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take the trash out. We ain't gotta, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, whoever that person is, because some men kind of take the back seat in a lot of situations. And the woman, she leads. That's just her person, and it works out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, and it's not a necessarily absence of God either.
No.
You know
My friend Rob's relationship was like that a lot.
No, I think
it just look different.
Exactly.
Situation.
I think, like I always say on our show, it all comes down to the 50-50 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
What part are you bringing? What part are you bringing?
What part of that 50% are you contributing? What are you contributing that 50%?
Sometimes it's 80-20, depending on what that person got that day.
Correct.
That day.
You gotta compartmentalize.
I might only have 10% today.
Yeah, right.
At the end of the day, you have to compartmentalize your percentages.
Yeah.
Hey, you're strong in this area. You can put your 50, maybe your 20 into that. I'm strong in this. I can put 20, 30 into that.
Right.
We're strong together here. Let's put 50-50 here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All brings you cooking. You better cook than me. I can cook what I can cook.
No, you're cooking.
Yeah.
Because look, check this out. My wife, like, and the thing is, when y'all master that, we ain't mastered. I ain't talking like I'm up here.
Yeah.
But I like certain stuff I get her to do, baby. Call the people.
That's my thing, bro.
She all stirred. People will walk all over top of me,
but she good with it.
So you have to do a SWOT analysis of your relationship, right? Your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, so that you can be really work together as a well-oiled machine. It's not that I'm coming here to threaten you. I'm here. I want it to be a win-win. One of the questions that I want to ask you guys, because I feel like you're touching on it, is an independent woman. It seems like you're describing
Hold on. Let her get a question out real quick. Hold on.
You wanted to be one at least.
Ask that question again, Mo.
What?
Ask that question again.
She ain't even here.
You ain't hear what it is. Go ahead.
What you say?
Touch on with the question again.
You said you touching on it.
He said, Paul. He paused you. Right? He paused you up.
Oh, look. See, I gotta really, because y'all coming in a little low.
Go ahead.
But independence, an independent woman, it seems like that's what you all are describing as you're talking, right? So how do you work? How, from your perspectives, if a woman is coming, they're used to being independent. And now you're coming in with this control factor. Well, what's not really control, but the provision. I like what you talked about, the provision and all of that. And in leadership, in the relationship, all of these different hats that the man wears.
Yeah, we gotta go around. We gotta go around. You start it off.
Yeah.
Wait. Ask the question. Say, how do we what?
How have you dealt with an independent? Have you, and what is your recommendations when you're in relationship? Because I know for me, I'm an independent woman. For years, I'm used to just doing things. Now, let me just interject that I've always said, God, you bring me, my man in my life, right? I don't mind submitting, but I've always said that I want to submit to the right thing. And if you're talking crazy, you're doing other things, then you might not, you know what I'm saying? Then it doesn't give me the confidence, right?
Correct. You can't relax in that.
To put all of that on you. And then you also talked about her giving it all over, but also for me, it's like I don't feel, it's like you got to work. It's a process, right? I give you this. Oh, you got that. Oh, then I really can give you all of that. And I can trust. Right?
Us showing up as men consistently.
Consistency. That's it.
So you touched a lot of different things. One, I think it's like submission is conditional with women. You know what I'm saying? And it all depends on that woman's personality, right? So when we talk about, like we said, a woman giving it all, right? I look at it like this, right? You know, once upon a time we was hunter-gatherers. Then we learned how to grow our food and raise animals in the fence, and we ain't had to chase after it. We had to live a certain type of way then. 50 years ago, we had to live a certain type of way. So now, 50 years later, now, I don't have a problem with a woman being independent because nowadays we all have to be independent. We don't live in the same economic conditions that we lived in back then, where dad could go to work and mom could stay home, and the milkman dropped the bottle of milk on the steps, and then it's apple pie sitting in the windowsill. We just don't live in that. That's the reality of it. So now it's a shared power situation that's subject to change based on how people feel. And that's what everybody go through. Come through the door, like, because like even what you said respectfully, like I'll submit to the right person. It's like that can change. Whenever how you feel different or however he make you feel, because you pointed that out. Like if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, I might submit, but I'm gonna take that back, and that's every single woman. And women a lot of times lead with emotion, right? And that's fair. That's the way they wired. That's fine. So as a man, you got to navigate all that. You see what I'm saying? And still try to be the leader, shared power leadership. And it's like, then it's a thing when you got to pick your battles in this leadership thing. And then you look at it like, what? Letting her do all this, what is it really hurting me? You know what I mean? Like, because everyone needs levels to it. Now, it's deal breakers, yes. You know what I mean? But you got to stand by your deal breakers, because if you don't, then she's going to walk all over. She ain't going to respect you.
You know what I don't think we give them? Go ahead.
I don't want to do that, but go ahead.
I just want to jump in with that was, the only thing I say is, a lot of times is, first of all, if you build a good foundation, you shouldn't have to worry about any of that, as far as provision wise. I mean, as far as thinking wise of, she said, if he's deserving of it. So it's like, we got to work for so much with women, but women don't have to work for anything with us. We just go ahead and do, right?
Yes.
You know, because most of us hop into these relationships with independent women, and then we're sitting there like, man, what in the world did I just jump into?
But that's
do y'all really think that's the case? That y'all don't have to,
Beyonce at home,
that we don't have to work?
Say it again, Mo.
Do you all feel that is the case, that you all don't have to work for, or you say that we don't have to work?
They don't know that she said it. She said that she don't have to work.
I heard exactly what she said.
I think that we don't give them. I think that guys, we don't often allow women to be women. Let me explain what I mean by that.
Please explain.
Let me explain what I mean by that. So, that same daughter who texted me said she gonna get some food, so I got a little bit more time on. That girl pulls on me in a way that sometimes I find annoying, right? She'd be like, Dad, I can't believe it. But I be telling like, baby, you be trying to be a lot. You can be a lot sometimes. And I heard a different podcast talk about this. I think sometimes we as men connect the way that women naturally act as a type of immaturity that's almost childish. And grown up immaturity is almost how men act. So the more you act like how men act, the more mature you're becoming. And the more you act in your natural femininity, that's not how we value and look at it. It's emotional, it's missing some stuff. And so it's like allowing I make it personal, my 17-year-old daughter to daddy me, pull on me, even without her words, her energy, her presence, the way she thinks. It's like I want her to grow up, grow out of it. But is that me subconsciously also saying the way you act naturally as a young woman in this world, the way God since I'm so big on how God geared me, the way God geared you, I need you. I need you to think more while we're talking. I need you to such it, but that's not how they geared. Right? And so I'm learning how to
geared or taught.
Yes.
Because a lot of women are taught.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think
it's all of the both, right? Okay. Like I think it's the nature nurture. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm trying to teach, I'm trying to unlearn and then relearn like this new idea of the way, oh, there's a lot that I'm trying to navigate on this. I'm just keeping on my
hold on.
I
definitely want to give my 2 cents on this.
Can I say one thing real quick?
And I want to jump in as well.
I think it's like all of them got basic, respectfully, basic programming, but the personalities is different.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, on the surface, it's those things. Like, and I get that too. I know exactly what you were trying to say because I see it in my wife. But then it's the personality.
Yeah. That adds in.
I think the reason I thought I said that. I'm sorry, Taz. You go ahead.
No, I mean, when it comes to dealing with an independent woman, I'm gonna speak from my experience.
Yeah.
I tend to let them go ahead and do what they do.
Yeah.
And then when it doesn't work out, come here, baby. Let me show you how we supposed to
That's
do it.
fair. I've done that.
You know, and the reason why
and
the reason why I let it go like that is because I allow them to come to me with whatever they're trying to do, and I will lay out all of the things that may go wrong. And if they don't agree with it and they still want to do it their way, by all means, go ahead. And when the pieces fall apart, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna help you pick them up. But I also want you to learn a lesson of not taking the provision that I gave to you before you went out and did what you wanted to do and it didn't work out. Now, if it works out, kudos, I'm gonna give you your props. I'm gonna praise you. But on the flip side is, if it doesn't, we're gonna go back to the drawing board and I'm gonna point out everything that I already pointed out to you and say, see, this happened, and that happened. But when it comes to dealing with somebody with a strong personality, because those are two different things, if you really get deep into it, your personality and you being independent is different.
That's what you were just talking about.
You can be independent, but it doesn't mean that you have the right personality and the right mentality
that goes with it.
Exactly. It's levels to it.
It's levels and layers.
You gotta allow people to be themselves.
So they're adults.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, right. Mo, what you was about to say? You about to jump in?
No, I was going to say it's levels and layers to that. And so I definitely
and men too. You know, we are the same way because there's certain things that we want to do. And I wouldn't be like, babe, I don't think that's a good idea. Right. Like, baby, I got it. You think you Superman, you go out there and try it. And you may
Thank you for saying that.
Fail. But when you fail, you got to be able to take the critique that you're going to get when you fail.
And
that's on both sides.
That's exactly.
It's both sides.
Both ways. Like with me, I'm going to say this. That was pretty
But like, y'all are too funny because it seems like I'm talking to David. The same thing. If I say certain things, he like pause.
That was wild. Y'all done me telling something, because you know we men we go both ways as men. That's crazy.
Like, y'all too funny.
My wife, when I met her, she was in management. We've been together a little over 9 years. We've been married for 3, right? And like she sometimes it's like, you know, it's like that reverb killing me. It's like she's not really, it's like, how can I say this? It's a power share.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the man, I'm the leader. Of course, I gotta go get shot. I got running if the house on fire, get everybody out and all that, and then like still be like, baby, don't go sleep on me. That's neither here nor there. But it's like I have in my life, in my 34 years, I haven't met a woman that wasn't independent.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That's all we know. We don't know. Our grandmothers might have baked the pie and set it in the window, but all our lives, this is what it was. Same thing with women when they talk about how men used to be. They wasn't born. Yeah. So we all got these fantasies in our head of what things should be like, but we never really experienced it. So we all make it up as we go along. Yeah. And
that's real good.
None of that stuff.
That's real good.
That's true.
Yeah.
All we dealt with was that.
Well, I think it goes back to, like I said, from child, right? From being a child, your mom always, like, even down to my daughter, right? You know, I tell her, you always hear this saying, you don't need a man for nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like these things are taught for women to be independent, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, nobody really talks togetherness, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Except from the man's side. Your dad be like, yeah, man, you want to get that girl, man. You better get that girl. I'm going to tell you about the birds and the bees in a minute. But and you sitting up there like, okay. But as from a woman's side, a woman is always told to be strong. You hold everything down on your own. If a man so happen to come by, oh, well,
Why? But why? Let me ask
and so that's the family that I grew up Go ahead. Yeah.
No,
I was going to say that's what I grew up in a family of independent women. It wasn't like they were minimizing the male's role, but it's because of the different experiences. They like we want
about to be my question. Why? Think about why their moms and their grandmoms told them that, because they came from that era where it was all the man, he did all the work, right, and their life was based on how he felt when he came from work.
Yeah.
He had
he controlled the energy in the house.
He kicked the dog.
Yeah.
Where's my dinner? You ain't cooked dinner, Beth. If he was a good man, the experience was different. But if he was a bad man, 9 times out of 10,
unhealed,
I wouldn't say necessarily a bad man, but he
so
doesn't know how to control his
perpetuate.
If he had beaten on it,
yeah.
Because back in the day, they used to do all kinds of crazy stuff, sneaking in the window, going up. I heard the stories. But if he was one of those men, right?
Yeah.
And it was like how can I say it? How can I describe it? But not so pleasant.
That's good.
And that's why. So now he leave. He cheat. Got the family around the corner. Mom
all
ain't got
of these
no
other
Now she's to go out in the world with no work experience, and now she's like, I will never put myself out in that situation. So I'm gonna teach my daughter to be what?
Independent. And on top of that,
it's perpetuated throughout the generations.
So that's where that comes from.
It goes back to and it keeps going until somebody makes a decision that I'm going to break the cycle. And so it goes back to our beginning when we talked about self-care, we talked about healing, we talked about you all creating this safe space and why is it so important. And so with that in mind, I want to ask you, what with all of those things, people's baggage, luggage, all of those things, that when a person beyond their physical looks, when you start conversing with them and you really start unlocking and hearing things, right? And communicating with them, like, what is the what do you believe your role, your responsibility now with this movement? How are you all approaching really unlocking and healing, right? Creating these spaces. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, and this is why I love our show, right? Because instead of saying this is the way and this is the one path or perspective, we got at least 4 every week, right? Here's where Rod is right now. Rod is in a place of transition as it relates to relationship, right? And so because of that, where I am, my daughter wearing her name out today, but she asked me this yesterday in the car. We was pulling up. It was about 10 o'clock, 10:30. And she asked me my views on future relationships. I said, I don't have any interest right now in anything like very, very serious. I want to model the healing for myself of whatever it is that I respect. And so again, taking it out of like romantic kind of like man-woman dynamics, the thing I value about sitting at this table every single week is that these guys are on a process of self-healing, right? And I get to see that like a mirror reflected every week to myself. And so how I'm going to approach it, I'm not looking to help heal. I am not looking to navigate or facilitate. I am looking to be the change that I want to see in this world. I'm looking to I don't know if he was a prophet or like a senator or something like that. Michael Jackson. He said, "Start man in the mirror."
Listen.
You going, Jay? Go ahead.
For me per se, with this show, this show brings me different ways to look at things, right? Because a lot of times when we're in relationships, we only see our way at the time or the way that it's going. But with these guys, they show me different signals that, okay, well, maybe I could have took a different approach, as opposed to just going straight shoot, for it. And but the thing is that I feel like this channel brings forth healing for not just men, because our core audience are women based.
Actually,
women based. So it brings understanding to women, because a lot of times women say that men don't talk. They ask, men don't say nothing. They don't tell their feelings. A lot of times men do tell their feelings. You're just not listening at the time. Because at the beginning, we'll keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until we feel like we're running on deaf ears. Now we're just quiet.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody like, well, why ain't talking?
Because that's when you fall back.
I've been talking for a long time and nobody's listening.
Right.
That's when you get the term suffer in silence.
Yeah. And that's how you build resentment. And you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'll speak on it. For me, the way I approach it is basically being open-minded, open to the differences of the people that I meet. I don't try to put people in a box because I know that at any given moment you can get a different side of a person.
Yeah.
The people's feelings and emotions change. You got to be able to weather that storm whenever it comes. I allow people to critique me. I want to be around people that will allow me to critique them because the only way to become a better person is being open and understanding of what your flaws are and accepting that you need to change them.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect. And I don't pretend to be, and I don't want nobody to be around me pretending to be perfect because at the end of the day, we all have our own battles that we fight every day. Absolutely. Nobody has to show up as Superman. I don't want no woman to show up as Superwoman. I want you to be who you are. And if you have any issues or any character flaws, I'm going to bring them to you. I'm not going to, micro supervise you and tell you every time that you mess up. I'm gonna allow you to change those things if you feel as though that you need to change them. If you do not feel you need to change them, I have to then assess whether or not if that's a battle I want to fight or is it something I can like go under the bridge. If it's something that I feel is going to hinder our growth together, I'm going to address it a second time. If you don't fix it, I'll let it go for a while, and then I'm going to address it a third time. It's like baseball. 3 strikes, you're out.
Oh, wow.
And I allow people just to be who they are.
Yeah.
I don't want you to show up as something that's not you. I don't want it to be forced. I want it to be authentic.
Yeah.
And that's how I would just look at this show. We allow people to be themselves. You do not have to come in here and sugarcoat anything. You don't have to come in here and tiptoe around anything. You don't just be yourself. Be who you are, flaws and all, and just be open to people accepting you for how you are and what you bring to the table. But at the end of the day, just know that being a part of this group or being on this show, we're going to talk. We're gonna talk about what we need to work on as a person, as a human race, as people, and things of that nature. That's what I think this show brings to the world. And only thing I wish we had was more men that listen to us.
Yeah.
I know that we have a woman-based audience, and they get a lot of insight from what we talk about because we don't force feed it.
Yeah.
We just give it to them how it is, how we see things, and then they're not only getting one perspective, they're getting four different men talking about the experiences that they have had and how we dealt with the issues that we run into when we're dealing and navigating throughout life.
Absolutely.
And we don't just talk about relationships, we talk about everything. Things that's going on in society, how we do money, how we manage therapy and things of that nature. We try to bring mental this health, to the world packaged in a way that it is easy to digest and understand and relate to. So I feel like this platform right here that we have and that we're trying to build is a good asset to not just the men, but the women as well.
Yeah.
So like that's what I get from here. And I appreciate these guys because I'm not gonna lie to you. When me and Jay started the show, I was going through the transition of being out here in the streets, running around, doing all this other stuff. And now I'm more laid back. I don't really like being outside like that. I'm more of a homebody. So, I tip my hat to these guys because they helped me mature to become who I'm becoming now.
That's beautiful.
That's why I'm here, and I think this is a good channel for everybody to tune into.
I think what I was with the healing, I think trust.
Yeah. Trust. That's what you said earlier.
One of my angles is teaching each other to trust each other and doing the right thing when nobody's looking. I believe that trust is too fragile to break. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's part of the healing process, and we gotta put our guard down with each other and learn how to trust each other. And that's one of the things I try to stand on, even in situations that happen where I gotta stand on that.
Yeah.
And I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I do. And another thing that's big on me, pause.
He ain't coming for all that. All that.
That was crazy.
You know, I said this, I always say this, right?
Oh my God.
Is the way we treat each other when it's us, right? We family. And a lot of times when we be in relationship, we don't treat our partner like family.
Yeah.
We hold grudges. We get mad.
Yes.
For some reason, but we'll forgive Joe Smo. We not holding a grudge and none of that goofy stuff. You know what I mean when it gets to that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I always remember that this person here is my family.
Yeah.
This is my family. And then even when it boils back down to the trust thing, this is going to be the person when I'm on the hospital bed looking up at that ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
That person going to be there talking to me when I can't talk back, holding my hand, and making the decisions for me to go to the next with the transition. You know what I mean? So it's like, do I want to do this person the ultimate betrayal?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we men, we supposed to stand on all this 10 toes down, but the person we lay down in bed with, this the person we
That's
want
the
to
enemy.
crazy.
That's the enemy. Yeah,
Like,
it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that.
No,
it shouldn't be like that.
If that person, if it's that bad, you don't need to be with that person.
Right.
Right.
Why we wasting each other's time? Time is how we measure life, and we ain't got time to waste.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
So like, I'm not going to waste yours. So like, whatever who you are, I'm not going to try to change you because I don't want nobody to change me. I'm who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And notice there's only one good and it's bad and ugly.
Yeah.
And that's just everybody.
Yeah.
True.
So that's my angle especially when it comes to relationships. Trust me, I be having to pit in the pride, go home. Once I get in there, it might go down. And I got
all in.
in.
She's not the enemy. Right.
I be all petty in there.
Wow.
I give my wife, won't give her a kiss in the morning, and I hear it in the phone call when I'm at work. Bah.
You already know what's coming.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, you all have been, I already know, I feel like this needs to be a part 2 to this because we can definitely go much deeper. But this is been just an awesome conversation, real and authentic conversation with you all. I appreciate you all being transparent tonight. And as you even said that most of your viewers are women, and I believe, just from what I know, is that there are women out there, and I'm one of them, who really genuinely, authentically, really want to know and understand the man and how, how we interact. All of these things that we talked about tonight is important. For us to be able to understand, and not without emotions. We want to be emotionally intelligent, right? We know that word, that phrase around in it, but we want to be there. And I know that I want a man who's not just doing what I'm asking him to do, that you can lead. I want you to lead, and I want you to know. And so how I can communicate that, or communicate with you, so we're both understanding of each other is important. And so this has been so refreshing for me tonight and helpful. So I'm like, yes, we're gonna have to have a part 2. So as we're wrapping up this sister to sister, I had a couple more questions. So I kind of feel like I want to give 4, but 1 to each of y'all, and then how y'all want to mix it up.
That's no problem.
So my first question is, what keeps a man grounded when life becomes overwhelming? And you can make that personal. What keeps you grounded as a man when life becomes overwhelming? So whoever want to take that. My second question is, how does faith and purpose shape your decisions? My third question is, finish this sentence: a real man is ... And then also, what one word that describes manhood? And so it's 4 questions, 1 for each of y'all.
I'm gonna answer the last question.
I want question number 3.
Okay.
I want the third
one
question.
Word to describe man is duty.
Duty?
Yeah, duty. Meaning that, like, not just, I think responsibility is like kind of like, when you say duty, is all encompassing everything. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with the responsibility provision, in my opinion, that word is like an umbrella for all the things that we do because it's our duty.
Yeah.
You know, we're wired. That's the way we're wired to do.
Yeah.
If you're a good man.
I like that.
Right.
I love that. I love that.
And
I want to just tag on to that just a little bit and just I don't know, what is it, reinforce or just emphasize, because I heard you, Rodney, when you said you're trying to, while you're living and walking through it, you're also trying to help to shape and nurture your daughter. And no matter what you may be feeling, that is kind of coming, whether it's her vibe, her energy, all of those things, I want to just emphasize to the men, you all, that is your duty, right? And responsibility too. We need the father to give us that heart, give us, lean in and let us know that, babe, I know you all, you bubbly and all of that, but I also need you to be alert. I need you to open your eyes. I need you to be attuned. I need you to lean in to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for, especially because there are women out there who didn't have that father figure, that male figure. And so not that you're trying to, okay, you gotta be your lover and your father, like, those things. Yeah. But at the same time, I think it's just so important. And I just thought that linked into that duty. Because we need that. We need that. And sometimes we don't know how to name that in which we need. And so yeah. So
you had number 3. Can you set me up with question number 3 again?
Number 3, finish this sentence. A real man is
strong enough to be humble and confident.
That's good. I like that.
I like that a lot.
That was good. Which one you taking, Chase? Now I take the whatever's left.
Number 2 was, how do faith and purpose shape your decisions?
Oh, I'll take that.
That's the one you jumped on. Yeah, that's how you jump on that.
Faith is a major influence on what your purpose is. It all goes back to provision.
Oh yeah.
God gives you a guideline. He may not give you all of the details, but he'll give you an idea of what you're supposed to do. And as you go along, he'll give you everything you need to actually accomplish the purpose and the goals that he set in front of you. Your faith, you got to be anchored in God in ways that most people would struggle with most of the time, because you got to realize sometimes you want things for yourself that God never intended for you to actually have or experience at all. And you have to die to yourself every day to make sure that you are showing up in the way that God asked you to show up, rather than the way you want to show up. Because if you don't show up the way you're supposed to show up, it can deter you from your purpose and what walk you're supposed to be on. So that is a very strong anchor that we all have to embrace and take on every day to make sure that we are in faith under God's divine purpose, and we're doing what we're supposed to do as men. And that's what I have for that.
Like that.
Come on, Deacon Dante.
That's right. That's right. Deacon Schmidt.
The last question was, or the first one, what keeps a man grounded when life becomes overwhelming?
What keeps a man grounded is God. God. If you don't have God in your life, I mean, for me, he saved me so many times. I should be dead by now, especially playing with women's hearts the way I used to. Yeah, I definitely should be done. But I would say staying grounded, also family too, because family keeps a man grounded because it keeps him focused.
Yeah.
He knows he got to go out every day and work and pay the bills.
Yeah.
And attend to everybody else's, cater to everybody else's needs as well. Because I could tell you, Dante had a conversation several times, and he's like, man, everybody always come to me. And I was like, well, where do you expect them to go? Oh. Nobody else had the answers.
Wow. Yeah. Where do you expect them to go?
Yeah.
Bro.
We're the men. We were born to be strong, fearless at times. There's sometimes I've done stuff and was like, man, what was I thinking? To make $1.
Yeah.
Why was I in the hood taking pictures?
Wow.
But like the thing is that like those are the things that are making a man stay grounded is God and family.
Yeah. And having a strong support system.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. Barack Obama said this with one of his speeches, right? When he first had ran, he's like, "We are the ones. We are the people we've been waiting for."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real strong.
Yeah.
It gets tired.
Yeah. But that's
it gets tired.
But that's what they make me think about. Can I add, say one more thing? Then I'm done.
Yeah.
Because Mo trying to wrap us up.
I know. Yeah. But like, yo, when you was talking about grounding, you talking about family. You hit it on the head, and I'm this without even telling on myself. Family is the reason why it's people at work that still got teeth in their mouth.
Oh, yeah, good deal.
Can I be honest?
Good deal.
It's family, the reason. Yeah, like that part. That part that can still be.
Because like, yo, shorty, you just don't know.
You don't know.
I go see my beautiful daughter. I'm the only parent she got left.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah. I be having.
I think about my wife and like,
I had them babies, brother. I have them babies. I have to think about my kids. Hey, bro, you lucky I gotta be home with my kids.
Yeah.
If I didn't, I would be. You be up there and I'd be in jail.
That's right.
You know. So yeah,
so it saves you. It's your
Yeah.
Wow.
That was healing. He just said, "I like it."
That was real good. That was real good.
Men's mental health.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the joint to go outside the bed.
Right. And so I thank you for bringing that in. And as we're wrapping up tonight, you all brought another point out is that we look to you, right? The men, everyone's looking to the man to do. But where does the strong men and the strong woman go? Where do they go to get filled up?
To God.
To God.
And to God.
That's
exactly.
Go to
That's
God.
the only
That's the only person that can
talk to that man
stabilize.
so much in the shower. I know he's tired of me.
Hey, bro.
But can I say this though? I think that God shows up through Dante. I think God shows up through Larry. I think God shows up through Jay. I think that you don't know this, Monet. A couple weeks ago, I got to sit in the grass, right? I found a park. I was sitting in the grass up under a tree. A little squirrel came up to me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I think God uses everything, right? And in that moment, that was such a healing moment for me to sit in the grass with my back up against that tree. And so I think that God talks to me through my daughter's energy. I think God talks to me through Monet inviting me to come to Sister to Sister. I think God talks to me every week when I come and sit with these guys, every single week, my brothers, right? Who hold me accountable and pour life. And so, yes, I thank God, but for some of us know how to, I'm gonna say a crazy word. Some of us know how to mainline God, right? Just tap right in, and that's easy breeze. Some of us got to get it broken down a little bit, right? Like chop it down, mix it a little bit, put some heat on it. So I think that for me, I look for God showing up in my life through these type of mirrors, these type of relationships. Yeah.
Guys, wow, this has been healing. This has been refreshing. I don't know. I'm just visualizing a refreshing the stream, just this coming to cleanse and wipe away and heal and restore, refresh, give you all that you need. This has been just all of those things for me tonight. I hope that it has been for you all engaging in this conversation with me. I can see so many other things that comes from this. So thank you all again for tuning in to a man's perspective. We've hung out with them tonight. Listen, tune into more. There is more to come. Tune in Mondays, right? Mondays at 7 on Power 4.4. You'll listen to Dante Williams, Rodney Barris, Jay McGraw, Larry, Yadameen Fulton. You got that other piece. Listen,
we want to thank you for the we want to thank you for the opportunity to get our voice heard on your platform as well. We're actually humbled and honored that we're that you chose us to be on your show tonight.
Yes, most certainly. And I'm gonna apologize. I didn't expect Mr. Rodney to even be in the building today.
Oh yeah. We went on pause, brother.
I forgot you said that last Monday, and I told her that I think it was only gonna be 3 of us. So I'm glad you did show up.
She probably wanted to do it on the day I wasn't available. I told Mo been blocking me on several facts. That's the new joke now, boys. It's too late. It's in
No, but seriously, Mo, we thank you. Seriously, we really take this opportunity serious. I'm glad that we all was able to sit at this table and have this conversation.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to take us out like we normally do? Or y'all
wait, Mo might have a way to take out.
Listen, no, I just want y'all to know that we're divinely connected. All things happen and they work together for a purpose and a reason. Yeah. And so before you go out, I'll let y'all go out how y'all do, but I just want to let you know that I want to thank you all for your yes, your individual yes, and your collective yes. We need it. Continue in the place, the purpose space that you're in. And I'm cheering for you. It's other ladies out here cheering for you. I know you have your wives, cheering for you. And so I want you all to know from a woman's perspective to a man's perspective that you all rock and we're cheering for you. So let's go out the way y'all go out.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to sail this out. With this conversation and information that was transcended to you guys through the airways and on YouTube, we hope that you grasp and understand how communicating effectively works, how showing up for each other works, how what we expect from you guys will make our relationship better just as much as what y'all expect from us men will make the relationship better. We all got to show up in ways that we may not even want to, but it is feasible for us to do because we want that healthy connection, that healthy relationship. We want to be able to have that loving friendship within the relationship. We don't want to outsource anything that we're supposed to have in our relationships. We want to make sure that we have everything that we can possibly get in that loving connection. So let's be open, let's be mindful, and let's always show up for each other and do what we're supposed to do as being loving partners, whether you're in a relationship, business partnership, relationship, whatever ship you on, make sure that you have your sails open so you can go ahead and venture out on that wide range ocean where you can catch anything in your net if you're working as a team. You understand that? So with that being said, we catch you guys next Monday. Like Mo said, same time, same place, same 4 faces. Wow. And Mo, you're gonna catch Mo at the same time, same place, same face. And the only reason we are saying this because you guys could have been anywhere in the world. Anywhere. But you was right here with us. We love and appreciate you guys. Thank you, Mo, for actually sharing this platform with us and us being able to come onto your platform as well. We love you for allowing that. And we hope everybody tune in on Mondays for Sister to Sister. And for a man's perspective, it's your boy Taz Spitter signing out with the rest of my co-hosts.
Yidimi Yahoo Ben Yehuda Ben Yisrael, aka Yada Ben.
That's right, your boy Rodney C. Burris. Jay, this was a good one.
Yeah, your boy Jay McGraw, the mogul, man. This is a wonderful show, man.
Yeah.
Now Mo got to come on our show.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely,
we got care right for you right there.
I'm ready. I stay ready. This has been another Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves with Mone't S. Horton. Yeah. See y'all.